everybody. It's me, Jen, the wellness entrepreneur for BYOB, Build Your Own Body with Jen, and I like to bring you challenges. Every month, I bring you a big challenge, and every week, I break that challenge down into bite-sized pieces. Now, when it comes to our challenges, if we get to a week that you find is too challenging, revert back to the challenge from the week previous where it was challenging enough for you and just continue on depending on what the challenge is. If it's a cardio, add some more time. If it's a weights based, add more reps or sets or whatever the case may be. That's my little blurb for you for the year. Probably remind you as the year goes on because why not? Now, just for those of you who don't know me, I've been a group fitness instructor, Zumba instructor, so on and so forth, since way back 2010. You can do the math. I'm not going to tell you when we're recording because who knows, this could come up again in future. With that said, the challenge that we're doing this month has to do with our biceps. We're building those biceps, we're making them work for us, we're making them stronger, we're making them leaner, we're making them tougher, we're making them work in such a way that they will continue to help us pick things up. But we have to always remember that yes, we're working the biceps, but we need to do it with the proper form. So remembering our instructions from last week where we tuck that pelvis underneath, the little ice cream scoop under to support the low back. Shoulders are down and back, chin is lifted, chest is lifted so that we stay nice and upright. Our challenge last week was a basic bicep curl where we come up and we go down. This week's challenge is an in and out bicep curl. Now, what do I mean by that? I mean, you start with your basic bicep. You're going to stay at your 90 degree for the finish. So you start and end at 90. So here's how this works. This is in. You're going to curl. You're going to come back to your 90. And then you're going to turn your arms out to your sides. And then you're going to curl. And you're going to come back to your 90. That is your in and out. Remembering to keep those elbows tucked into the body. Don't let them float. We want to focus the work into the biceps. Use heavy-ish weights. So depending on what you have around your house, if you have actual heavy weights, use them. If you find that the weights are too heavy, and a way to tell if a weight is too heavy, especially in a bicep curl, so if you're curling and you have to tilt your body into it, the weight is too heavy. Get something a little bit lighter. The point is to challenge you. By the end of the week, maybe that's too light, and you're going to be adding on the weight as you go. You can always do that. So an example for this week, if you use, say, a medium-ish weight or even a lighter weight, and next week you find that next week's challenge is too challenging, come back to this week, but use a heavier weight and restart it. Same thing. So your challenge for this week are 8 repetitions of the in and out bicep curl. So this is 1 and back, opening and up and down. That is 1 rep. So you're doing 2 curls for 1 repetition. Today, 8. That is your magic number for today. 8 repetitions. Because you're doing technically 2 for 1, you're only going to do 1 set. So all week, it's just 1 set every day. It's just the number of repetitions will change. So today is 8, and every day this week, add on 2. So an extra 2. Remember to keep it slow. Remember to keep it with control. And remember, if you have a mirror to help you maintain your posture, keeping shoulders down, chin up, vision forward, use it. A mirror is your best friend. We don't necessarily like what we see in that mirror, and that is okay. But for the sake of making sure that you're standing in the upright position, use a mirror because that mirror won't lie on your posture. It may lie to you about how you look in that mirror because that's your brain. But the postural cues, the mirror will be bang on. So use your mirror, do your challenge, 8 today, add 2 every day this week, one set of 8, 10, 12, so on and so forth, all through the week. Next week, that challenge will change again. So you're going to have to come back. Till then, bye.